Hey guys, Team True Villains here, and in this video we show you the new tier list of what we think will be potentially the top meta decks and what are solid decks, potentially good decks, or rather fun decks. I'm here with Nikki, also from Team True Villains.
Yeah, and this will be fun because we're gonna add just some more decks to the BT16 format, and then we can see how the meta changed from last month to this month.
Yeah, so let's get started with the first deck, Imperial Dramon. What do you think about this deck?
I think it's still strong. It's really fast. I mean, if you have the right hand, you kill the opponent really, really fast. If you play risky, even faster. So it's a really strong deck. It counters all other DNA Digivolution decks. When you have the Dragon mode out, it's just a threat on the board. So I think with everything we have right now, it's a strong deck.
Yeah, I also think like this. Just because you can rush down so many decks, you can partition into even a bigger board and then go for the kill.
Yeah, so this for me means strong. What do you think about Magna X, your deck?
Yeah, Magnax, of course, still one of the best 2 or 3 decks. Yeah, I will place it in strong. I mean, it's literally, again, an unaffected Digimon that can attack 2 times depending on the matchup. And it's just like GG if you get one out. Like I had in my regional and other tournaments, a lot of times the situation where my opponent was able to bring out a strong board, and I just put out one Magna X, and every turn I made it unaffected, and my opponent potentially wasn't able to do anything against it. So yeah, it's still one of the best deck, if not even the strongest deck.
hmm Yeah, it's obnoxious how strong Magna X is. And now to Mirage. Mirage will be one of the strongest decks always.
Yeah.
It topped many regionals. It's still playing in the big league.
Yeah, and also it counters the 7 Great Demon Lords, which we will see later. Because with Pseudomon, you can bounce them back to the hand, and they need some turns to kill you, in which you can just set up your OTK and win from there.
Yeah, that's true. So yeah, Mirage is gonna be even stronger because of that. Tyrant Kabuteri. I thought it would be a lot stronger than it is, but it's a solid deck, I think. It can win
Yeah,
locals, but it's gonna be hard to win bigger events, I think.
yeah, I think it's like Tyrant Caputeri is trying to beat some of the meta decks, but then if it plays against other ones, it hard loses against them.
hmm
And even the matchups where it should be favorite, it isn't that much because like before BT16 came out, everybody told me, "Oh, what are you going to do with Magna X against Tyrant Caputeri?" And honestly, in the last regional, I won against every Tyrant Caputeri mon. I played against 4, I think, and I won all 4 matches. So yeah,
Yeah, I
I
mean
would.
it's cool, but you can evade his effect basically. Like he can only do it once or twice or 3 times the most to switch the attacks. So if he has 3 switches, then of course it's gonna be hard. But if he switches one time, then it's fine. I think you can come through that, and
Yeah, and
yeah, it's a
you're
solid
also.
deck. But
Yeah,
it's gonna be better, I think, with BT18 with the new um uh these bee-like Digimon from Liberator.
yeah.
These are also insectoids, so maybe then. Now Valkyriemon, we said this is the
Yeah, fun.
the hybrid deck, right? I mean,
Which hybrid deck do you think? Sorry.
the
You
yellow
mean
red one, right?
yeah, You mean the KFC deck, the
Mm-hmm.
one with Sylphimon. Yeah, I would put it in fun. We tried the deck, and honestly, it's not that good.
Yeah.
It's fun to play, as it's also fun to play against. But honestly, if you play against an unaffected Digimon or something like that, you're gonna cry.
Mm-hmm. But Zilfimon is a really strong card. Zilfimon on its own is maybe in strong tier
Mhm.
because of all the effects that Zilfimon has. But the deck
Absolutely.
is not that good. I mean, it's good in Red Hybrid, it's good in other decks, but as
Numemon also.
yeah, Numemon also, but not in as a deck alone.
Mhm.
And Rapidmon, um, it's a solid deck because Rapidmon is OP, but
Mhm.
I won't put it in much higher.
Yeah, for me, Rapidmon is the most fun deck to play right now. It's a solid deck, but sometimes you just want to go into a Magna X if you play it into Rapidmon, and then you just camp on this. And in this situation, you could directly play Vaccine or Blue Magnamon X. So yeah, I
Mm-hmm.
would also place it in solid.
All right, then Mastermon. What do you think? Where should Mastermon belong?
Um, I think depending on the meta, it could be in potential.
Mm-hmm.
Just because it got some great new cards. Mastermon is also amazing. And also, like for me, Mastermon had the one problem of Mastermon is it's fast if you get a Mirai or multiple of the tamers out. But you have to pay 5 memory for it, which was just too much. And now with the new Lady Devimon and NG1, you can play the tamer out for free, or if you have the tamer already, you get the bonus effects. So now it has the potential to be a really, really good deck.
Yeah, for me as well, it's the Digimon's like perfect mid-range deck. It
Mhm.
has everything that it needs. It has board control, recovery, retaliation. It has so many things. It's a DNA deck. It's a fan favorite as well. It has some nice artwork. But yeah, it's a cool deck. I liked playing Mastermon before when the starter deck came out. And for me, it's like the perfect mid-range deck. You have like everything you need. And
And we will also do a deck profile and also matches with Mastermon
yeah,
because we both like it.
it's a really good deck. Then Dorgoramon, for now it's solid. We predicted it's gonna be solid. It has some good matchups. It can be scary, but it's not. I mean, we saw that it was good. It's solid. It can win, but nothing special, right?
Yeah, here I don't have nothing to add.
Then your favorite deck or one of your favorites. What do you think about Diaboromon?
Yeah, Boromon. Yeah, honestly, for like fun, it can perform well, but it needs a bit more.
Mm-hmm.
I really like the Boromon, also the play style. Also like in the movie how it multiplies depending on which Diaboromon you play, or if you have multiple Arata, Sanada, or how
Mm-hmm.
it's called. But it's more like a fun deck because it potentially it basically doesn't do that much.
Yeah, yeah,
It just
that's true.
it swarms the board, but more than that, yeah.
It's a fan favorite. It has some cool playmats and stuff. We're for sure gonna see him play, and he's gonna get more
Mhm.
support in the next set, PT17.
Yeah.
Maybe then it's gonna be in potential, but let's see. And now a
Mhm.
deck that overperformed. What's your opinion about
Yeah.
Phoenixmon?
Um, as some of you guys maybe already know, um, Phoenixmon got second place in the regional in Barcelona. It overperformed there, and then I played against it. It was really good. I also then tested it, and it's amazing. What's the what's also really great about Phoenixmon, it has so many great effects that if your opponent doesn't know what you're going to do next or what you're able to do, you basically can just surprise them and win the game from there. So, but it will be a lot weaker if everybody knows what it does and how to play against it. So I would put it in potential.
Yeah, me as well. So it performs really good against Magnamon, but maybe it won't be so good against the blue decks because they bounce it back essentially. And if they don't have the on-deletion effects, it doesn't really matter, right?
Yeah.
And you don't want them to attack. And if they attack, maybe you have Zudamon and get rid of the problematic stuff. So yeah, it is a good deck. I saw how it plays. It's a nice deck for sure, and it's budget. It's not that expensive, which is a real good plus. Now Shakamon.
Absolutely.
What do you think about
So
Shakamon?
I would put it between solid and fun. I mean, it will be a lot of fun to play against some specific decks, just because you can stop them from attacking, security attack minus and everything. So yeah, but overall, I don't think it will be that strong.
Yeah, it's just extended Venusmon. So,
Mhm.
and I mean Venusmon is obnoxious, but yeah.
Yeah. I will build a deck with 4 of them and 4 Venusmon just to stop the opponent from playing.
Now Numemon, a deck that yeah, it it took over. I think it's really strong.
Yeah.
Numemon is really strong. It has every boss monster you can imagine, and it's so fast.
Yeah. Yeah.
Let's skip Numemon. we all know where it belongs.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Red Hybrid. It's a
Red
solid deck,
Hybrid.
right?
Yeah, it's a solid deck.
We'll see more of it in the next sets, and
Yeah.
let the Red Hybrid community cook something with the new stuff that they got.
Yeah.
It's gonna be blue and green, right? Blue and green and red. So it's
Yeah.
gonna be fun times for sure.
Absolutely. Then Leviamon, to be honest, I never saw Leviamon in BT16.
Me neither.
I literally never saw it. I mean, it's probably still a solid deck. Maybe it can come back a bit if you play like multiple Psychmons against 7 Great Demon Lords, but not higher than that. I will just put it in solid, honestly.
Yeah, I mean it is a solid deck, but we saw at the end of PT15 it stayed just a solid deck. It never got much better.
Yeah.
Mm,
Yeah, at the beginning it was really good, and then everybody found out about Numemon and how crazy Numemon is, and then yeah.
that's true. Now to a really fun deck, Ragnarlordmon. And do you
I
think
would
it's fun or maybe solid?
I would put it solid or even maybe to potential, just because the Ragnarok is so crazy. It's so crazy.
Let's put it
It's the
like
new
this. That's nice.
ace. Yeah,
Yeah, I mean,
it's also
if you
new
get him,
ace. Mhm.
then it's really strong. Yes.
Yeah.
Maybe some enthusiasts will like always destroy us with Ragnarlord. Maybe that enthusiast gonna be me because I like it. Let's see.
I hope not, but yeah.
7 Great Demon Lords. A
I would
deck
put it. Yeah.
here,
No,
or
I would
even
actually put it. I would put it at strong, and maybe it becomes like a deck which at the beginning is really falls down if the opponent knows how to play against it, how what they can do, like a bit with what's called with Royal Knights, right? Like at the beginning, it destroyed everything, but then when you learned how to play against them, like how many memories you should give them, so they won out, it's still their turn, and now they basically can't do anything memory. So you like reverse memory choke them,
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I would put it in strong. Maybe it falls down a bit, maybe it gets, but it's a deck that if not many people respect it, it will definitely destroy them.
That's true. And in my opinion, it has much more tools than Royal Knights.
Mhm.
It has much more different approaches. So yeah, it's a versatile deck. It's a cool deck. Many people wanted this for a long time,
Mhm.
and the OTK with Ogudamon is really good. That's why, yeah, I think also it's gonna be strong. My favorite deck, Lugamon. I'm gonna put it in solid because it is a solid deck. It can surprise. It is the OTK deck in Digimon. But it's not more than that for now. Next set is
Yeah,
gonna be different, but for now, it can win, and but it's not consistently winning. That's why for me
yeah,
it's solid.
yeah. The
Now,
next deck, Belphemon. This deck could have a comeback because it surprises the opponent. Maybe they don't know how to play against it, and it really counters 7 great demon lords. Just because you can play 4 Psychmons, which you can also recycle and revive. So if in your locals or at your tournament, or there will be a lot of 7 great demon lords, just play Belphemon and enjoy your free wins.
yeah, Belphemon for sure is our meta call from Team True Villains that this is going to be one of the decks that nobody is expecting to be
Hmm.
good in this format.
Yeah.
And not even because of the new Belphemon that's coming out. I mean, it's not that good. I like the rage mode, the old one better.
Mhm.
But yeah, the recycling is really strong. Also good against Numemon, and it's unaffected as well. Then Beelzemon. For me, it's gonna be. I mean, it's always solid, right? Because it proved itself, and with the new Rush Beelzemon, it's gonna be really good.
Mhm.
Now, I'm not so sure. Maybe potential, like between here, solid and potential. I played
Yeah.
this deck
Yeah.
a lot lately, and it has potential because you don't really care what your opponent is doing. You do your thing, and you want to get to your pieces and mill through
Like
your
a red
deck.
hybrid deck.
Yeah, something like that, and then just delete your opponent's security.
Yeah.
Grace Nova. Where would you put
I
it?
would I would put it in fun. I mean, yeah, it's like it didn't perform that well in the BT16 meta. I don't think the new set will change anything about it. And I honestly never played against it, but um teammate in the 3 versus 3, shout out to you, Oscar, played 2 times against this deck and he won both times against them. I don't think that deck is so amazing. Yeah, it's still a fun deck because you can trash their security. You have a big beaked stick. But yeah, I mean, if you want to Digivolve or something like that, you can go and play Masterman.
Yeah, that's true. I played against it with the new Agumon and Gelgamon. It got a bit stronger or a bit more consistent, um, but still not to a point where it really mattered. But the fun thing is, security control and other like obnoxious decks, they don't really stand a chance against it, which is fun.
Yeah.
And I think Magna X also has some problems against it sometimes, but yeah, it's a fun deck and it has style. Now,
Yeah.
Jasmine surprised me. Jasmine was a good deck.
Hmm. Yeah, Jasmine was a solid deck.
Saw some play. It's really
Just-
good.
Yeah. I just think that most of the people that bought like Magna X directly played the blue or vaccine version instead of adding them to their Jasmine deck, which I found quite sad because I And then last but not the new Angel deck, 3 great angels, everything. I mean, for me, what I saw, it may have potential, but yeah, you would put it in fun.
Yeah, I think it's a fun deck because I mean it focuses on level 6 aces and you know what's coming. There's so much more better decks than this, I think.
Yeah.
I'm like I put it between here.
Okay, yeah. It's our tier list. If we forgot one deck or if you have different opinion, let us know down below, and we will see you in the next one.
Thank you guys for watching. Goodbye.